I want to work on my Viper. Dude, I'll pour freaking concrete in here if it might seal the head gasket so I can work on my Viper this weekend. I'm trying to get that thing running. I got no time. Dude, look at all these cars around here. These are all customer cars. Okay, so I have a wife. She doesn't know how to look at her temperature gauge. She blew the head gasket. Honestly, I don't think it was her fault. I think it was gonna happen no matter what. Now, I've already rinsed or flushed this system yesterday, but you know, it's got oil in the coolant, so it just keeps coming up. So it's flushed. We're gonna try old ChrisFix's bars head gasket sealant. We'll see if it works. We got this one and that one there. I'll probably do the head gasket on it regardless. But if I can buy myself some time to work on my Viper this weekend instead of this, that's what we're gonna do. So the van is completely cooled down. It's got some coolant in it and some oil, not much. There is no coolant in the oil. That is important to note, because if you have coolant in the oil, you do not want to use one of these head gasket sealers that have the liquid glass in it. Sodium silicate or something. Because if it gets in the engine oil and it gets hot in the engine oil, it'll just start hardening around your engine oil components like bearings and other things that aren't supposed to have. It says to like put this in there and run, I don't know. I didn't actually read the instructions. Let's see. I know you're supposed to run it for a while. It says you can add to any antifreeze, no problems. Oh, this one says to remove the antifreeze. I have not removed all the antifreeze. So we're gonna flush it again.
I was actually gonna tell you that because it says it on the back. It says, warning, this is not compatible with antifreeze. Oh,
Should have bought the $36 bottle. It is compatible with antifreeze.
Really?
Yeah.
There it is right there. Warning.
I was just trying to get the one that I thought was the ChrisFix bottle. I didn't care. Okay, ChrisFix, thanks for nothing.
What?
We're gonna use this one instead. We're gonna use this one because I'm pretty sure this one you can use with any coolant. And I was just kidding, ChrisFix. My wife showed me that I bought the wrong bottle. She's like, no, that's not the one he had. He had this round one. And the round one I would have bought. I thought it was that one.
Yeah, it said it's very important. ChrisFix said it's very important to read all the instructions.
And I did, and that's why I didn't use it.
If you don't
because I want one that
use
you can add with antifreeze.
He said that these people know the proper way to use it to give it the best chance.
Instructions: shake well, add via radiator, start engine, run. Works equally well if there is only water in the cooling system. Mixes with all types of coolant / antifreeze. There's no need to drain.
K-seal.
Contains zinc gluconate, blah 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 blah, borax and copper.
Magnetic or something? Magnetic fluids.
I was like, oh, I'm trying to get the oil off my hand. You missed it. That was good. That would have been a good one.
I think I got it. That.
Oh, it's recording again. Let me look at these ingredients real quick. I really would rather have one with some type of liquid glass in it.
So he's saying that this might not work because it might not have sodium silicate in it.
Yeah, so the type of head gasket leak we have is introducing compression into the cooling system. And it's good to have the liquid glass because it basically flash hardens from the heat of the explosion made by the combustion. So that's the best chance we'll have is with...
Oh, ruined my shot.
You ruined my shot, Mikey! Okay. Lead phenol branched is what has the same properties, it's similar properties to liquid glass.
Not doing a ChrisFix video then.
Better. Sorry, ChrisFix, we tried to use your method, and I should have just bought both the bars leaks. I wanted to, but I was like, no, I'm sure this was the one. Here we go. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. She's in! Let's see what happens. Let me get some more water. Woo! Like I said, I flushed the majority of this out already, so it might have been okay to use that bars one, but I really don't want to take the risk.
It says leave heater controls at cold. Did you read the directions?
Nope.
Teddy.
This doesn't have any type of heater. So they have like valves that like open to like let it go to the heater core. This doesn't have anything like that, so it's not gonna matter. Oh my gosh, I lost all the point yesterday. I haven't had a gallon.
Wow.
So yeah, it was just kind of, once it got a little warm, it just started jumping out of here like a small eruption. So the head gasket leak is small. It is small, that's for sure.
Or
All right,
warp.
we're full.
It could be the gasket or a warpage, right?
Yeah, it's more than likely because you put like 2,000 idle hours on this thing every 6 months. It's more than likely that the head warped a little bit. And it's not her fault. We just have kids, we bring them around. They gotta sit in the car. It's freaking hot as hell here all the time. So what I'll probably do in the future is put a pusher fan on this to help cool everything better. I'll put a second fan right here on the evaporator,
The
on the condenser.
intercooler?
On the condenser. On the someday to be the intercooler.
Should we look at the temperature?
No, the fan hasn't even kicked on.
Yeah, we have to do it for the video.
Oh, okay. Here's the temperature. There it is. Do you see it? Here, I'll cover it. Stop moving.
Oh.
It's too late now. All right, there you go.
Here it is.
There's the temp. Oh, I'm gonna turn the heater on full blast like the instructions say.
No, it says it's cold.
The part for this Mercedes so I can finish it while I let this warm up a little bit. And then we'll take it on a test.
Okay.
I didn't want to put this cap on it. Well, I guess it's got to stay on now. I wanted to bleed the air out, let any air in it come out first. I can tell you so far, not looking promising. Oh, it is looking a little promising. I just want to get the air out of it. You know, besides the hundreds and hundreds of PSI that the piston is currently pushing into it. Maybe not with this K-Seal Ultimate. You know what? I thought this stuff was going to be a lot more. It was not.
How much was it?
I don't know. I forgot. I think it was $17. I think it was on sale.
That's it.
Yeah, I think it was on sale for 17 bucks.
It was
Or it was 27. I don't remember.
There's
This one was like 15.
money back guarantee. That guy was talking about how hard it is to get.
Yeah, he said this one's the easiest to get.
Oh, that one's a winner.
He said this one was nearly impossible to get. You have to get a repair shop to sign off on it. Which
Yeah.
You shouldn't have any problems doing that.
So Teddy, the other people were talking about if your car is a good candidate. Do you want to say why the van is a good candidate?
The van is a good candidate because I don't really care about the van. So if the engine gets ruined, boo, freaking who? Just put another engine in it. We needed more content for you guys. For my 60 subscribers now. Thanks, guys. And I want to work on my Viper. Dude, I'll pour freaking concrete in here if it might seal the head gasket so I can work on my Viper this weekend. I'm trying to get that thing running. I got no time. Look at all these cars running. These are all customer cars. I got no time. So I'll do what I gotta do to get my Viper on the lift so I can lab scope the crank sensor, see if it's pulsing. I doubt it is. And that way I could freaking do some burnouts eventually. Maybe crash it. It'll be on. It'll be recorded. You'll see it. You'll see it. We are at operating temperature, and so far we've not gone over, which starting to go over.
No.
Well, the fan hasn't kicked on, so. The fan just kicked on, but it's not on high. That's promising.
Okay.
Nope, it's just under the middle. Why don't you show me? I'll put my head in the way. My head shadow. Alright, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
My van and it overheated on the way to lunch. Hey, this thing is cool. It's all customer cars.
Mercedes. Come on, guys. Why is this O-ring so special? It's not fair. I live in a little town, very small. I have to drive very far to get this.
I thought I had a funny story to tell about the van and the meeting, but
I mean, just slightly funny. We were just like, oh, maybe it's the radiator cap, because I noticed it puking after it shut off. And I was like, only 2 reasons is well, 3. The fan's not working. We hear the fan running, so we know that's working. 2, the engine's pushing its compression into there, pulling head gasket. Or 3, just a bad radiator cap. And I was like, well, it's usually a lot worse if it's getting compression from the engine in there. I guess it was just waiting for the right time. When I went to change the cap, I noticed there was oil on there, and I was like, oh, our oil cooler is bad. I just put one on like 3 years ago. Unlikely. But I was like, well, I'll buy one just to get ahead of the game so I can work on my Viper this weekend. I pulled it. It didn't look like it was leaking at all. And that's when I started going, oh, I think it's definitely a head gasket. And I swapped the oil cooler anyway, so I already had it. And then I started it, let it warm up, and I saw it just start like a little boiling pot of water. And I was like, oh yeah. But that's a small, considerably small leak. Dude, I think it's fixed.
did it work?
Yeah.
Ah!
It worked. We actually don't know for sure yet. I'll go drive it in a second.
We can also update down the road.
You don't need to. Well, of course we will update you. I'll let you know when it stops working.
Yeah. But yeah, we were going to lunch.
Miracle left the van running with the kids in it, as like I said, as always.
Running in to get
And I'm like,
you.
hey, that fan sounds like it's going awfully high, and it sounds like it's been doing it for a while. And so she's already back in the van at this point, waiting for me to get on my motorcycle. And I peek in, and I'm like, hey, you ever look at your temperature gauge? It was at like 3/4. And then I'm like, you better get going, get some wind on that thing. And mind you, the lunch place is only like a mile away. So I go this way, back roads. You just got to shoot across one main road, and it's all back roads. She goes to the freaking stoplight, sits at the stoplight, makes it like a block and a half because she sat at the stoplight. I don't know why she went that way. I tell her all the time that's not an efficient way to go.
I didn't know overheating happens that fast. It was like boom, and then the van just started beeping. Ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, why is the seatbelt ding on? What's going on?
Yeah, so again, she's not looking at the gauge. It was maxed out.
Maxed out. The little thermometer symbol was on. The van was acting weird. It smelled a little bit funny.
It's gotta be.
Like, Teddy, help.
The fan is on low. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on this.
That's all you needed?
I just needed this O-ring.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, the guy said they couldn't find just the O-ring, so I bought the whole thing. It was only like $37.
Oh, you gotta do sometime. Special cars. Why does the hood go up like that?
So it's easier to work on.
Oh.
It's actually quite cool. Ow.
Well, where's Mercedes made? Germany?
Germany.
Ah, German engineering.
Gem. This is called the oil feed line.
Little feed line.
It feeds the turbo oil. I need a flashlight. Dude, I can tell you right now, I'm pretty sure it sticks. 90%. It did say it may need multiple heat cycles. It's going up slowly. I'm just gonna shut her down for now. Let her cool back down and try it again. Okay, we just had the fan there to try and make it so it could run as long as possible, staying as cool as possible. I got up to about the 3/4 mark 2 times. The second time I shut it off a little early. I want to just start it and see if the coolant wants to bubble out of here or not. It's only moderately warm. I also want to run it like this to make sure there's no air bubbles in it. It may have given us the wind we wanted. Oh! Maybe not. Capper. Man, that's hot. All right, we're going for a 3rd round. Now we know for sure there's no air in it besides what air the engine's introducing. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to flush it, and I'm going to try that one since I already opened it.
Yeah. Okay.
The sun will be a little bit lower in the sky. Next time you see us, we're going to take the kids, the daughter, to ballet, and then come back and give this a good old college try.
It's really pretty. It's a shower.
Everything. People want to know you and what it is. Okay, so we let it cool down 100% cooled. We're gonna try this one more time with the K-seal. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna flush it and put the bars in it. Excuse me. I'm gonna flush it and put the bars in it. No burps. Drop the keys. Alright, been bitten by too many mosquitoes, lost too much blood. We're not quite fully cooled, but we're pretty cool.
Okay.
We're just under a 1/4. Splash all over the camera.
Ah, melting my hand.
It's so hot.
The phone's melting. Theodore. Theodore. Ah, so many mosquitoes. Take it. Take it.
Well, it is official. The K seal is a K. Not a good deal. Didn't have anything for that one. But let's blast some water through it for a little bit. I want to let it cool down a little bit more, but if you slowly introduce water to it, like fresh water, cold water, you can just ever so slightly cool the engine a little bit quicker without cracking anything. But it's got to be a little bit cooler than what this is. All the way out, and it's not draining.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means we lost a lot of coolant. So it wasn't. It didn't lose that much. But if that's the case, we may have to put some coolant water in this thing and check it again. Let's see what she takes. Well, you know, I guess we did lose quite a bit when I just opened it just now. Or not just now, but when I depressurize it, probably spit out half a gallon.
I see the copper. Stop leak, like that was in the Jeep.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, they charged that guy for a head job and more. And an engine. Shouldn't have been any stop leak anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly shouldn't have been all inside the fuse box.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as you can see, this is just for me opening it one time and it squirted. It spreads pretty easy.
Yeah.
Do a quick check, see if it's bubbling up. There it is. Old Faithful. I'm trying not to get the belt all wet. Alright, we got the fan up there. It's cooled the engine off where it's cool enough I can touch the heater hoses, the heads, the radiator. The radiator is actually cool. So what I'm going to attempt now is to flush it the best that I can. And what I normally do is I leave one heater hose attached. I take the petcock out, so obviously there's oil in there. Just gives it another spot to drain, but it'll come right out of the other end of the heater hose. You can hose clamp it too, but usually you don't need to. Sometimes you do. I can't even say usually you don't need to. Most of the time you do. Here. We got draining.
What is that?
That's coolant. Well, it's mostly water now, but it's got the stop leaker in it. So that's mostly water. It's quite warm.
Got a hose clamp, a garden hose.
Yeah, I just have a connector.
Oh, cool.
Now it's coming out of the radiator a little harder at the bottom, so just trying to get it to flush really good everywhere I can. But we can see now that we just have water. I'm going to start it and run the water pump and see if there's anything else that wants to come out.
Oh, yeah. It's orange.
This has a rear heater core as well, so there's a lot to drain. Shut her down. She's good to go. Gotta love these spring clamps. They have a stop on them that makes it so it's just possible to get them on. So they're just letting you go a little further. Like, well, we don't want them opening it more and making it easier. There we go. A little twist, finesse, you get it. All right, bars is up. Let's see what it can do. You read the instructions?
No.
Shame. All right, for some reason you gotta shake it up first because the water pump won't shake it. When you pour the whole thing in there, does it really matter? It's like shaking something before you put it in a blender.
There's probably a lot of separation.
So it goes in the blender.
I don't know. Does it say how much to use? Because sometimes you use like half a bottle.
Half a bottle? Cowards.
Sometimes you use like water with it. Read the instructions.
Oh, yeah. You didn't see me? You didn't see me reading?
You open it. Okay, dosage.
Hold on, I think the system's full right now.
One bottle treats cooling systems from 2 gallons.
This is a big cooling system, so it's gonna take a little while.
Okay, so 5 gallons. Oh, and he was also saying maybe take the thermostat off first so that it doesn't get clogged. ChrisFix.
Yeah, these have. Well, I think this has the thermostat that's built into the housing. I don't really care if it gets clogged because I have to replace it anyways. But right now it's stuck open, so it's the best possibility for us. Best case scenario.
Drain and completely flush antifreeze from cooling system and overflow tank. Using the flush.
I'm trying to drain the overflow right now. Here we go.
Garden hose with Gasket. Cooling system is dirty. Use a good quality flush. Take well.
It's a little dirty.
Mix head gasket sealant in a bucket or container with approximately 3/4 of warm water.
Oh, come on.
Pour this mixture directly into the radiator. If you're using in a small cooling system, mix half a bottle. Fill cooling system with water and reinstall radiator cap. Start engine, turn heater on hot and fan on high. Run engine for 10 minutes or until thermostat opens. Turn vehicle off and allow engine to cool. Allow enough time to safely open cap. Top off cooling system with water. Reinstall radiator cap. Run engine at idle until normal operating temperature is reached. Continue idling for 15 minutes. Turn vehicle off and allow 45 minutes to cool.
Our pan's getting a little full. We're gonna have to drain it.
Top off cooling system with water as needed. Reinstall. Run it at idle until. And then it says continue running engine, but at high idle.
Yeah, that's how I like to do it.
1200 RPMs for vehicles with tach for 20 minutes. Turn. How are you supposed to do that?
You just hold your foot on the pedal.
For 20 minutes?
Yeah, I have to do it all the time.
Can
I
you-
used to breaking in cams.
Use like the what is it called?
The scanner.
No, I want to say autopilot.
The cruise control?
Cruise, yeah.
Hey, cruise at 0, but at 1200 RPMs, please. This would be a very intelligent van if it could do that.
Vehicles with.
You might be able to do it with the scanner, but I don't think so.
Okay, and then it says turn vehicle off, allow engine to cool for 1 hour. Remove radiator cap and drain system. Leave drain open and radiator cap off for 12 to 24 hours. And then flush.
I don't know where I'm supposed to get this warm water it wants me to use.
Flush entire cooling system and refill with manufacturer's
I'm just gonna put it in here.
recommended antifreeze water mixture. What you doing, Teddy?
I'm just getting the oil out.
Okay.
This is the overflow tank. I have antifreeze bottles, it's fine. It's just I don't have warm water. Hey.
And the water is red.
Looks good.
The water is
Maybe that'll help. Look at here. But you can't do that because then you'll burn the plastic. It's lukewarm. You dare need my flashlight on me. Get shake. pour, and then shake again, right? And then add. Shake, pour, shake, add. That's probably warm for water. It's about 90 degrees.
Okay.
It's just a little bit colder than my body. But it feels warmer than the air on my hands right now. I should have just pulled the dang thing on the vacuum. Okay, I'm going to start it. We only got about a quarter of it in there. Hopefully when we start it, it'll fill it out and we can keep adding. Okay, I'm going to try something. It's got to have some sort of cloth that's That's blowing through just fine. Let's see if something dumps out when we pour some in. Is it coming out down there?
A little bit.
Is it coming out now?
Yeah.
As fast as it's going in? Or as fast as it can, rather?
Yeah.
Just barely. I don't know. It seems like the radiator should hold a lot more than that. Normally I can, if I put a new radiator in, I can put a whole gallon in there without even stopping pouring. Just keep pouring. It's just drinking it all. I was like, I don't want to start trying to dump this in there and have problems. Especially since the top was like mostly just water. So just start it for a second and then just shut it back off and we'll pop it up. Okay. Okay. Okay, go ahead and start it. I'll pop up what I can and I'll put the camera. Okay. Now, nothing's for sure. We have the heater running. Both heater hoses are hot. It's hot in here. This is our current temperature from my perspective. So we're just above the quarter, halfway above the quarter. And full hot. And it's hot, which means we're not getting air bubbles. Otherwise it would stop blowing hot. So I think the bar's fixed it, but we will do all the steps as my wife has required us to do. So we're gonna let it run for about as long as it takes me to put these cars away. We've got some customer cars sitting out here and I'm gonna get those put inside the fence and then we'll shut it off, let it cool, and we'll come back tomorrow and double check it. But I think it's good to go. I would drive it home right now if it was me. And it is me, so I'm driving it home tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the bar's stop leak head gasket sealant did the trick. Now I've ran it up to operating temp for a combined half hour. Twice yesterday. And then this morning I ran it up to operating temp again. And then I let it cool down and I flushed it. Now, I let it stay at operating temp for a good 15 minutes. Let's see what happens. Don't worry, you won't have to watch this. I'll have my wife speed it up. Miss Miracle, Mrs. Miracle, the miracle worker of video editing. She'll earn that name eventually. She's still learning, but I think she does a great job. So the K-seal did not work. I also did not see that the K-seal had the sodium silicate in it, the liquid glass. And with the type of head gasket leak that this one had, I thought the liquid glass would work the best. And when I bought that bars, I did make sure it was the one that had the liquid glass in it. Even though it was the cheaper one, it was like 17 bucks. I thought it was the same one that ChrisFix used because he had good luck with his on his dad's car. And I really just wanted the best luck so I could work on my Viper this weekend. So I tried to get the same one. I didn't. But the only difference, it seems, is this one you had to flush the coolant out. Otherwise it would have been like mixing classic green with Dexcool. So I flushed it, and it's got Dexcool back in it now. So I flushed it and then flushed it again. So there's no longer any leak sealer in the system. I flushed the heater core and the radiator separately, and then I flushed it while running it. I think I did like a 70-30 mix probably. I'll probably get that closer to 50-50, but I'll check it with my little tool that tells you what your freezing point is of your coolant. And honestly, with here, it just needs to be rated for like 15 degrees, which isn't very hard. But yeah, so if you have a blown head gasket where you're getting compression from the piston, from the cylinder into the cooling system, and you're getting oil in your coolant, I would suggest using the one that has the liquid glass in it. This one had liquid glass and fiber. That's probably the best bet. The fiber is like reinforcement, makes it stronger, lasts longer. I love technology. So great. I'm going to pick up an AC compressor from Aransas Autoplex. Another job well done.
Huh?
Alright guys, so I think that's enough evidence to support that the bars leak sealer did work. I'm very pleased with the results so far. I will definitely keep the progress on this one updated. Thanks for watching.
Oh wait, I got Cheeto Puffs in my bunny dress. See, I need to clean them over the road too, and I need to clean my face.